guys, so I had a lot of really good reviews on the eye look that I had in one of my prior videos. So in this video I was going to do a tutorial on how I did it. So let me just, if you guys like it or not, can keep watching and you can see how I did it. Hey, so we're going to get started with the look. So first what we're going to do is just prime our eyes, and then after we're going to just rub that primer in. There we go. Okay. So now that my eyes are primed, all I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in here. I'm going to take a little bit of this yellow setting powder from Ofra. Just set that primer, just so that way we don't get any creases. So next what I'm going to do, just to make this simpler, we're going to take a little piece of tape and we're going to line these up under our eyes. Alright, so putting on this tape, what it's going to do, it's going to help keep our eyeshadow even, and it's also going to help us when we apply our wing after. So you want to make sure, to the best of your ability, that these are even. So now that we have that on, next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Revealed&type palette, and I'm going to start adding my transition shade. So I'm going to use this color right here. So this doesn't have to be that accurate, so we are just gonna want to make sure that we buff it out. Okay, good. Now we're gonna do the other side. So now I'm gonna go in with my, oops, that little guy is a little lost. Alright, so, two of my shadows are apparently loose. So next I'm going to go into this shade right here, just a little bit more of a darker maroon, almost cranberry-ish shade. So, and now we're going to be just a little bit more careful, making sure we keep this right in our crease. And you've noticed I'm going to keep opening and closing my eye, just so I can make sure I can see exactly where it's going. So now what we're going to do to clean up these edges, we're going to go in with a clean fluffy brush, and just on the edges very lightly, we're just going to buff them in just to help it be a little bit more seamless. Good, there we go. So now next what we are going to do is we're going to take just a little bit more of a smaller brush, and we're going to go into a little bit more of a darker shade. So we're going to hit this next one, which is like almost like a cranberry-ish, brickish reddish. And we are going to try to stay exactly in the crease. You don't want to go out or anywhere else, because this is a very dark shade. If this goes up too high, it can start looking very dark very quick, and that's not what we're going for. So we are going to keep this in the crease nice and slow. Around. Good. Alright, very good. Alright, so now that we have that done, what we're going to do is we're going to start getting into a little bit more of the fun shades. So the first thing I am going to do, here it is. Alright, so I'm going to just take any shadow brush, any flat shadow brush like this. I like this one, it's from Wet n Wild. It's only 99 cents, but it seems to work really well. And you know, it doesn't matter how much the brush costs, it just really matters on the performance of it. So my mom got me this shadow. It's, it's from Escape. I don't know, Woodland Escape, I don't know, but it's a very pretty, almost champagne pink color. So all I'm going to do is load up this brush with this color. Then I'm going to take my Fix Plus, or you can take any setting spray that you have. I'm just going to spray that brush. Now I'm going to go right on my eyelid with that, and that's going to give this shadow a metallic shine. There we go. And we want to make sure to keep this just on our lid. We don't want to go out or anywhere else. So now the next thing that we are going to do is I'm going to take a smaller brush. Now this is actually really a concealer brush. This one's also from Wet n Wild, but this works really well to get into the inner corners, or if you need to do your outer corners, because it's just smaller, so it's just a little bit more precise. So what I'm going to actually do with this is I'm going to go into this. It's from Marsk. It's called Mud Cake. And I'm going to be putting this into my outer corners. Now this is just it's a very pretty shadow. Here, let me see if... And we are just going to lightly pat this onto the corners. This is just going to give our eyes a little bit extra definition. So I'm going to take a little bit of brush cleaner, and I'm just going to lightly spray the brush and the paper towel, and we're just going to clean it off like that. So the next color I'm going to go into is from the Coastal Scents Smoky palette. It's going to be this shimmer shade all the way over on the side. So again, I'm just going to fill my brush with that shade. I'm going to take the Fix Plus again, and I'm going to spray my brush. And we're just going to go directly into the corners. We want to keep this right in that area. So one of the second to last shadow we're going to use, it's called Shimmer. It's from Makeup Geek. I have it right here on my little Z palette. It's this one right here. And I'm going to actually go in with our original shadow brush, and we're just going to be picking up some of that color. And I'm also going to be hitting this with a little bit of Fix Plus. All we're going to do is just go into the middle of our eyelid. This is just going to help give our eyes more of an open, wide eye appeal. So we're just going to go literally straight down the middle. And we're just going to pat, 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 pat. And then once we have it to the darkness and the consistency that we want it, we're going to lightly go and pat on the sides with our finger. And this is going to help combine the other shadows together. So now we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. Adding that shadow, we lost a little bit of our outer V, so we're going to go back in with that color from Marsk, that Mud Pie or Mud Cake. I don't remember, something like that. Alright, so that's done, and the last thing we are going to do is I'm going to go in with my Morphe 507, and I am going to go back into that Revealed 2 palette, and I'm going to take this dark cranberry shade here, and we're going to go directly in the crease, and we're going to use this just to blend out the edges. So just go nice and easy. We want to make sure that we are staying in the crease. We don't want to go on our lid. All we're doing is blending out the edges. So that's that. So, and the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add just a little bit of eyeliner. Let's see. Let me check the time. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Eye Studio eyeliner. It's a gel liner. So we are going to go into there. And starting from the tape, let me see if I can. We're going to slowly follow the tape onto our eyelid. Now when you're doing eyeliner, you want to make sure you take your time. There's no need to rush when you're doing it. not going to be doing a giant wing. We just want to wing it out just a bit. Seeing that looks nice and even, now we're going to do the reveal. We're just going to slowly peel this tape off. Okay. And the perfect wing liner. Do the same thing on the other side. Slowly peel it off. There, and the perfect wing liner. So now we have a beautiful winged eyeliner on both sides. All I'm going to do is just go back in here and make sure everything is nice and tightened up. Okay, so after we are done with that winged liner, we're going to take a little brush and just go like this on a makeup wipe, and we are just going to sharpen up that wing right underneath it. So that's that. So when I come back, I'm going to have the rest of my makeup on and then we'll finish the eyes. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Hey guys, so I'm back. So all I did was I put on my foundation, I did my eyebrows, and then I took the Morphe M506 and I went back in with this darker cranberry shade, and I just kind of evened out anything that looked uneven. Then I went back in and I blended it all out with a clean blending brush. Then I went back in, added anything that looked uneven, and then went back in, blended it out. And then I took a clean brush and blended all the edges around. Sorry that I didn't film it. I thought I was filming, but nothing was filming apparently. And plus my battery died. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into the Revealed palette. And I'm going to pick up, not the very first shade, the second shade in. And we're going to put this as a brow bone highlight, and this is also going to help seamlessly blend in anything that is not blended on the side here. Now I'm going to use this first shade right over here, and now we're going to use that shade right directly underneath our brow bone. So now that we're all set with our brow bone highlight, we're going to go in with a black hole long-lasting eye pencil, and we're just going to go underneath so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this little pencil brush, and this is it's a Too Faced liner brush. And because we have so much shimmer on the top, I want to kind of even it out and do a matte shade on the bottom, just so that way it's not so much. So I was thinking of maybe I was going to use the shade right here, the cranberry one. Tap off the excess, and we're going to try to stay nice and close to the lash line. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this brown shade. I had to put it back in. It fell out of my palette. Whoops. I'm picking up the wrong color. Oh God. Okay, let's try this again. So we're going to go into this brown shade right over here, and we're going to further smoke out the bottom lash. Okay. Alright, so once we feel like the bottom lash is smoked out enough, what we are going to do is we're going to go in with a clean brush. I am going to use this. It's a contouring brush for your eyes, but I'm just going to use this little tip right here. I'm just going to use it to help blend out my bottom lash line. I'm just going to very lightly go back and forth to help blend it out. Alright, hey again guys, so you have no idea how long it has been taking me all day today to make this video. Something keeps happening. I had to go pick up Autumn from she's taking a reading class on Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11. I had to stop, go pick her up, come back here. I finished up my foundation. I tried to start filming again and then my battery was dead. I had to recharge my camera. Then my battery died again. So let's see if we can at least finish this for right now. Alright, so to further blend, I'm just going to take the tip of this and our very first transition shade right here. Tap that off. Any excess. And then I'm just going to go in. This is just going to help blend this color out just a little bit better. So now I'm going to go back into my Revealed Smoky palette. And I'm just going to use any little brush like this. And I'm going to take this shimmer shade right here on the bottom all the way over to the left, and we're just going to put this in our inner corners. And this is just going to help our eyes stand out just a little bit more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put on my eyelashes and a little bit of mascara, and then when I come back we'll see the finished look. Thank you guys, and I'll see you soon. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So alright guys, this is the finished eye look, and I don't know. I hope you liked my video. So give me any thoughts of what you would like to see next. And I always love ideas. And I love that you guys like to watch my videos. It definitely touches my heart. And thank you all for being there and all for being my friends. Thank you. I love you all. Bye.